First up, opposition leader Joseph Harmon is putting the ruling People's Progressive Party on notice that the opposition members of parliament will not be bullied in silence. Harmon and the opposition members of parliament were gearing up for the private members' day in parliament. The opposition leader said the no confidence motion against the health and home affairs ministers were to be debated in parliament.
A motion on the gas to shore project, a motion on natural gas flaring at the Esso Exploration and Production Guyana Limited, a motion on the murders of the Henry boys. However, you'd remember that just after we filed the motion, a few men were arrested and we were refused a debate because the matter was said to be before the court. Then we had another motion in relation to the prisoner that was killed in the Lusignan prison. Instead of these substantive issues being addressed, the Speaker and the PPP have reduced the private members' sitting to receiving written responses to questions that were asked of the ministers by members of the opposition.
Harmon noted that the regime has sunk to another low by hijacking the rest of the sitting to deal with their business after 64 days without parliament.
17 of these 64 days were spent by the Speaker and the Clerk of the National Assembly in Dubai on business which I'm sure was not the business of the people. But because of this incestuous relationship between the PPP regime and the office of the Speaker, I am advised that sums of money that were allocated to be spent by the opposition are now being spent on these jaunts by the Parliament and by other persons in the government. This is what you get when you have a wicked and oppressive tyrant in power. Just a few days ago, President Ali addressing world leaders on the subject of democracy, when he himself is a walking contradiction of what democracy really is. The PPP's hypocrisy knows no bound. They can attempt to hijack the parliament. They can run from addressing private members' business all they want, but they will never silence this opposition. Our matters will be addressed in this parliament, and they will answer publicly for the poor governance, poor handling of the economy, and the state of affairs they foisted upon the Guyanese people.
Planning an elegant or corporate event? Let the experts at Star Rentals equip you. Give your event that spectacular 5-star experience it deserves with the options of transparent tents of various sizes, indoor and outdoor formal bars and cocktail tables with LED lights, stage, podium with lighting, portable AC units, generators, executive portable washrooms, outdoor light tower, and much more. Call today 226-3020. Online www.starrentalsgy.com. Star Rentals, we got you covered.
It's an eco-friendly Christmas. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union is pleased to present our annual Christmas promotion, commencing November 1st, 2021 and concludes December 17, 2021. The credit union recognizes and acknowledges the importance of minimizing our carbon footprint and has tailored this year's promotion to suit by presenting our members with an electric car and bikes, which will undoubtedly raise awareness and help our members to adopt. To participate, one must be a member of the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union, must like and follow the credit union's Facebook page, must have an existing loan with the credit union, must be in good standing with the credit union, must not be an immediate family member of any staff or committee member, must earn a gross of less than $150,000 monthly, and proof of this fact must be attached. And only one coupon is allowed per member. It's an eco-friendly Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Are you having problems sleeping at night? Well, worry no more. Comfort Sleep mattresses are simply the best. Comfort Sleep provides quality products, factory fresh, and better value. With every purchase you make, you become part of our family and help to fulfill the need of the less fortunate. Comfort Sleep, as part of their corporate duty, provides meals for over 500 children in regions 3, 4, and 6, 3 times a week. This, among other charitable events, year-round is part of our mandate. What are you waiting for? Keep the dream going. Be part of this great family. Comfort Sleep. Eccles Industrial Estate, East Bank, Demerara. Telephone 233-3013 or 233-2657. Email comfortsleep49@gmail.com.
Hey, looking for office furniture, stationery, electronics, janitorial supplies, or even dietary products? Okay, stop searching, because we at Imperial Trading have all that and more. Check us out at 73 Section 8 Urban Street or give us a ring on 639-3785. And be sure to ask about our special discounts. Whatever you need, we got it. Because at Imperial Trading, we operate so you can operate.
The government has begun the distribution of the $25,000 cash grant to redundant sugar workers, all of whom had already received their severance packages under the previous APNU AFC government following the closure of a number of sugar estates. On Sunday, some $675 million in cash grants were distributed in Berbice, with 2,660 former sugar workers benefiting. Senior Minister within the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, said the move by the former APNU AFC government to shut the sugar factories was callous.
They shut down all of these factories, basically writing them off. Park up all the equipment, basically writing them off. And guess what? Send the people home and basically writing them off too. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. And the person who is grumbling at the back there, it is precisely because we forgot this history. You know why we end up here? The same person who is grumbling at the back there? It is because of that same grumbling and the refusal to remember this history and to remember historically who stood on the side of the sugar workers that make the sugar industry close down. We have to make a decision. We have to analyze the issues carefully. We have to understand the history. Because you know they say if you forget those who don't remember the history, you might repeat it. So it's very important that we remember the history. And so that is the background against which we arrived at this point today. If you examine carefully the commitments that we gave, that the People's Progressive Party gave, you will see that we committed, first of all, to doing all that we can to reopen the sugar industry. And that work has already started. In a number of places, we have already started reopening estates, preparing fields again to replant, repairing factories, and bringing them back into and recruiting people again. In fact, in a number of the Berbice estates, we have already started recruiting. We have probably recruited maybe more than 1,000 persons back.
Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa told the former sugar workers that this is your money. Use it wisely. Use it to benefit your family. Use it to benefit your community and your region.
When we roll out benefit to every citizen of our country. Not only PVP people or Indian people or any other race. We as a government govern this country for the entire Guyanese nation. And we will continue to extend benefit to the entire Guyanese nation. Every single person will receive benefit from this.
Years of domestic abuse ended in death for an East Coast Demerara mother of two, Nalini Wahad, of Martha's Village, New Scheme, Monrepo, on Friday night. Her reputed husband, Balram Harilal, then took his own life. The man reportedly ingested a poisonous substance. The 50-year-old man was said to be a clothes vendor. A neighbor who witnessed the tragic event said the 48-year-old woman was strangled by the man.
My only neighbor jump over the fence for save shit. When I jump over the fence, I beg him, I say, Nappy, open the door.
What he did exactly? He stabbed her?
No, he didn't stab her. He strangled her. When he strangled her now, he started to strangle her. She started to fight up. I see how she started to fight up. When she started to fight up now, I said, this woman get, she life will go in. Then let me see, she started to pee up. She scared, she got her arm white underwear. And that top she, I said, I said, Nappy, I start bram down the door with the grill thing. I watch me, I said, Nappy, open the door, let me see if she can't stop for holler for my husband. Nobody wasn't wrong here for save she.
She explained to the media that earlier in the day, the couple had a court hearing in relation to a domestic violence matter. The neighbor said the couple had some issues in their relationship.
A little misunderstanding was on court day, and then that court right about now.
Over what?
Over she make a mistake, she cheat, and she tried to fix the marriage, and he tried to be everything normal. He tried to come home back, and she tried to bring she home to live nice and normal and so.
You're
right?
here right now, right?
And okay, so now was that was it. I get up she when he started to strangle she now. He opened the door, so me thought he coming for chop me. So me got and start for holler for
So he had a weapon?
No, you have to open his door here now. So I thought he could come up and get the weapon. So me had to jump over the front. Van I said, you know, he go for the poisonous back there. Right. And he drink the poison, but I don't know if he gives you the poison or but I see. I know nothing back what happened because he shut off the light. I mean, next door neighbor holler for me.
Nalini's mother said her daughter recently returned to the home after weeks.
Since she married him, she is abusive. And early she working. And they had a little misunderstanding. The beach up and so she went by me. He said he could bring people for shoot we and kill we. And she decided to come home back because in the night I don't sleep. Because I'm scared of him. And they went to court today. And I don't know what the magistrate tell them. He have to go for counseling. He don't want to go. He refusing to go for the counseling. And this is the end. She went by me, she spent her birthday and she enjoyed herself. She said, Mommy, me enjoy myself, I feel happy me there by you. Because when me there with her, he always abusive to me.
A male friend of Wahad, who was at the scene, said the system failed her. As the body of the woman was removed from the home by undertakers of the Jerricks funeral home, family members became emotional.
It's the best part of my life gone. Because you know why? I can't I fall in love with a woman, with a husband, but you know what? It was me.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Human Services in a press statement denied reports that calls to the domestic violence hotline in relation to the tragic event went unanswered. According to a release from the ministry, an investigation was conducted into allegations which included both telephone companies, GTT and Digicel, and it was concluded no calls were placed to the 914 hotline from numbers connected to both networks for the entirety of December 10th.
For these and other stories, do visit us at our website at www.rdproductionsgy.com.